This is not about whether she finds you attractive. What you are about to read is about something far more significant than that. Something rarer. Something that most men spend their entire lives chasing without ever understanding what they were actually looking for. These are the signs a woman feels genuinely safe around you. And that means more than you have ever been told. This kind of trust goes beyond surface-level chemistry. It is deep, protective, and the actual foundation beneath every meaningful connection that has ever existed between two people. Attraction without safety is temporary. Safety without attraction is friendship. But when both exist simultaneously, when a woman feels genuinely safe in your presence and deeply drawn to you at the same time, that combination is almost impossible to walk away from. Here's the problem. The signals are subtle, so subtle that the vast majority of men miss them entirely. And if you do not know what you are watching for, you will never understand why she keeps choosing to be near you, keeps reaching for you, keeps letting you in, when she keeps everyone else at a careful and deliberate distance. Pay close attention to sign 4 and sign 8. Those are the ones that reveal the deepest level of trust, the kind that takes the longest to build and means the most when it arrives. The first sign is that her body physically relaxes the moment you appear. You are at a social gathering and you notice her across the room. Her shoulders are slightly raised. Her posture carries that guarded quality people carry when they are navigating an environment they are not entirely comfortable in. And then you walk over, something shifts, her shoulders drop, her posture softens. The tension she was holding in her body seems to dissolve without any particular reason being given. This is not conscious, it is automatic. When a woman feels safe around a man, her body responds before her mind has caught up with anything. Her nervous system shifts from alert to calm. Her muscles release, her breathing slows. These are physiological responses she cannot manufacture or fake. Watch the before and after. How does she carry herself when you are not around versus when you appear? If your presence consistently creates visible relaxation, her body is communicating something her words may never say directly. The second sign is that she turns her back to the room when she is talking to you. You are standing together in a social setting, and she has positioned herself with her back to everyone else, facing you completely. She is not scanning the crowd. She is not tracking other conversations. She has made you her entire focal point. This is vulnerable positioning, and it is psychologically significant. Women are naturally and instinctively aware of their surroundings, particularly in social environments. Keeping the room in peripheral view is not vanity. It is protection. So when she turns her back to the entire room to face you fully, she is communicating something profound without a single word. She trusts you more than she trusts the environment. You have become her reference point for safety. We protect our backs instinctively. Exposing it to a room full of people while concentrating entirely on one person requires a specific kind of trust that does not appear on day one. The third sign is that she tells you things she has not told other people. The conversation deepens past the point where most conversations stop. She is sharing fears, insecurities, things from her past that carry real weight, things you can sense she does not distribute freely. This is selective disclosure, and it is one of the most reliable indicators of deep trust that exists. Women protect themselves through information control. They decide with precise deliberateness what to share with whom and how much. When she begins telling you things she keeps from everyone else, she is dismantling walls she built specifically to keep people out. Watch the weight of what she shares. There is a clear difference between surface-level complaints and genuine wounds. The deeper the disclosure, the deeper the trust. She is making a specific bet that you will not use her vulnerabilities against her. That is not a small wager. The fourth sign is that she is genuinely comfortable in silence with you. The conversation pauses, and she does not rush to fill it. She does not reach for her phone. She does not become visibly anxious. She simply exists in the quiet with you, settled, unhurried, entirely at ease. This is extraordinarily rare. Most people feel compelled to keep conversations moving because silence feels exposing. They fill it with noise to manage their own discomfort. But when a woman feels genuinely safe, silence transforms from tension into peace. Your presence alone is sufficient. She does not need constant stimulation or performance to feel okay in the moment. Ask yourself whether the silence feels heavy or easy. If she seems relaxed, even content, in the quiet between words, she is telling you something she has probably never said directly. She does not need to perform around you. She can simply be. The fifth sign is that she lets you see her without the version she shows everyone else. You have seen her in social settings, composed, polished, playing the role, but around you something different emerges. She is less filtered, more honest. She admits when she is exhausted. She shows frustration instead of hiding it. She stops pretending everything is fine when it is not. This is authentic presence, and it costs her something to offer it. Everyone wears a version of themselves in public, a managed, carefully maintained presentation. That maintenance requires constant energy. When a woman feels safe, she can finally set it down. She does not have to be on with you. The tired version, the uncertain version, the version that does not have everything figured out. That is a version she does not show easily. If you are seeing it, understand what that means. You have become one of the only places she does not have to work at being herself. The sixth sign is that she asks for your actual perspective on things that genuinely matter to her. She is facing a real decision, something significant at work, a difficult family situation, something with actual consequences. And instead of working through it alone or asking someone safer and more neutral, she comes to you. She wants to know what you think. Women do not seek genuine counsel from men they do not trust. If she is bringing you real problems, not casual questions but things that carry actual weight in her life, she is communicating that your perspective matters and that she feels safe being uncertain in front of you. Those two things together are significant. Pay attention to the stakes of what she brings you. The higher the stakes, the deeper the trust she is extending. The seventh sign is that the physical distance between you has been gradually closing over time. When you first met, there was a normal, comfortable distance between you, but over time something has been shifting. She stands slightly closer. She sits nearer than she needs to. The buffer between you has been quietly disappearing. This is what happens when trust builds. Women instinctively maintain physical distance from men they are not yet certain about. Personal space is a form of protection, but as genuine safety increases, the need for that protection decreases. She moves closer because your proximity feels calming rather than threatening. Track it across multiple interactions. If the distance between you has been consistently decreasing, her body is telling you that you have been passing assessments she may not have consciously set for you. The eighth sign is that she reaches for you when something goes wrong, something difficult has happened. A bad day, difficult news, something heavy she is carrying, and instead of retreating alone or turning to someone else, she reaches toward you, she calls, she texts, she finds a way to be near you. This is emotional refuge, and it is one of the most unambiguous indicators of deep safety that exists between two people. When we are genuinely upset, we do not seek comfort from people who might judge us or make things worse. We seek the people whose presence itself makes something in us settle. She is not necessarily coming to you for answers. She is coming because being near you does something to her nervous system that being near other people does not. You represent calm in her chaos. That is not ordinary. That is rare. The ninth sign is that she welcomes your physical comfort when she is vulnerable. She is upset, and you instinctively place a hand on her shoulder or offer a hug. And instead of stiffening or creating distance, she leans in. She accepts it. She relaxes further into the contact. Touch when someone is vulnerable requires a specific and profound trust, the certainty that the person touching you will not take advantage of that openness. When she softens into your comfort, rather than pulling away from it, she is communicating that your touch registers as safe at the most fundamental level her body knows, how to communicate. The 10th sign is that she defends you when you are not in the room. Someone says something critical about you. She does not let it pass. She pushes back. She defends you without you being there to see it, without you being able to reward it, without any audience to perform for. This is protective loyalty, and it reveals the depth of what she actually feels for you. When a woman feels genuinely safe with someone, she becomes protective of him in return. His reputation matters to her. His dignity matters to her. She is willing to spend her own social capital to guard it. The fact that she does this when you are absent is what makes it meaningful. That is when it is real. Safety is the rarest thing a woman can feel with a man, and you are giving it to her. The only question worth asking now is, what are you doing to protect it?